This remains similar. Some kick-off here, but a very different kind of test. They were probably expected to at least Spadai. And now one of the new arrivals, Fujino and Hasegawa. This Manchester City squad, indeed in the wood, from left wing back with the Brighton cross. Manchester City drawn in a group with St Pölten of Austria, Hammarby, the Swedish club, and of the City group. So already on good terms with Gareth Taylor in that regard. On the overlap. Bruno Villamala's interested here. Laia Alexandri, coming from Tokyo in the summer, and here she is again. Hasegawa. Fujino to Park. Awkward pull back. Glue in the City midfield. Their owners, May Morgan departed, Steph Houghton retired, Demi Stokes went to Newcastle. Lazel in at right back and Kasparai going to left. Could have played Laia Alexandri in there, but she's in the middle of the defence with Alex Greenwood. Straight to Lauren Hemp, you don't want to do that. Quite a lot of change in the goalkeeping department as well for Manchester City, with Ellie Robot, Bruna and Losada, and then Torres Dottir wasn't given the best pass to control there. Yui Hasegawa typically was onto it straight away. Hemp spinning. Fujino delivers in towards Shaw and Greenwood. Mid here to Brighton, the only time they were shut out, in fact, incredibly. Was doing it with Chloe Kelly for a while, flipping sides with Mary Fowler for a while, and now it's Fujino by Laia Alexandri. And Jess Park will keep on running, and she's onside. How's the cross? Oh, it's good. It's dangerous. Hemp on target, Bagley. A pretty quiet day one against Everton. Poppy Pattinson looking for Seike, nearly finding her. Fran Kirby picks up the bits, and look at the yellow shirts that are forward here. Kirby. Shaw's there to pinch it, and suddenly it's 3-on-4. Hemp behind Miedema last season, but in front of that, so different. Pinto went to Atletico. Katie and Frank Kirby, Ollie Slagers, Nikita Paris. Or as good as they get. Makes just as many. Deeper role latterly with Arsenal. Shaw. Hemp again. So tight, but she still picked the pass out. Bunny Shaw. Never needs a second invitation to shoot. Last season's Golden Boot winner in the WF. That move had the excellence of Lauren. Hemp goes early with the cross. Shaw again. That's two chances. And they're starting to something more solid would have given Sophie Bagley more problems. They did score for a large part of last season at a decent rate, Brighton. They just dried up at the end of the season, and it was their home form that was shocking and more bizarre. Bremer away from Hasegawa. Can she find a teammate? Kirby had turned up waiting for it and would have had Lazel and Laia Alexandri just getting in a bit of a muddle. Hasegawa didn't have the pace to keep up with Bremer. And it will be Losada aiming for the far post. Shaw. There might be a thought that they'll score more than enough for it not to matter this turn. Karabali with the ball in, that's a handball. I think Hasegawa was playing her onside. Nicely played by Fujino and Park. Poppy Pattinson with the foul. Greenwood delivers to the far post. No one's there in a pale blue shirt, just nicely worked. Shaw knew she wanted to work it. Park. Hemp again, back in her more usual left-sided role. Lovely take and turn from Miedemar. Well, it's on target and it's comfortable for Bagali. It won't. She's on 81 WSL goals. It's not top. Pattinson into Fran Kirby. Brighton looking for a threat. Now we've seen a long ranger at that end too. Was in goal for Japan's. AK gets it. It's poked on by Olislagas, and now the cutback from Bruno Villamala. Thanks to that goal, it was a very windy day in fairness. Park trying to get round, get out the way. Carded for it too, either for the challenge, maybe it's a build-up, maybe it was the back chat. She's supposed to just get out the way. Being cautioned, and City are getting on with it. Hasegawa. La Alexandri looked comfortable, but then gave it away, and she's so grateful that Hasegawa, as she's so often. Not quite. WSL goal scorers of all time involved one way and another today. Miedemar at number 1, Fran Kirby at number 3. And on the Brighton bench, no goals yet. Bremer. Yeah, a clattering on the knee of Loa Alexandri. But looking at that lunge from Greenwood first. Now, corner coming in towards her. The new centre forward got there. Be an X factor most places, including here. Miedemar, lovely ball in towards Hemp. Shaw. The pass was a sharp one to Lauren Hemp, who's got Torres Dottir one-on-one before turning into the... And still Miedemar, superb, just ran out of room. Spinning away from Seike. This little shimmy was a neat one. Bubba. Park for Shaw. Lovely touch. Still going. And Park! Was there a moment Bunny Shaw could have pulled the trigger earlier, having done so? Brighton's defence just got pulled out of position. Hemp have that, even if in theory that might have been a better route to goal. Just somehow Bremer's got the better of Greenwood, whose touch was in there first. Bremer still. Brunner take it down. That's a penalty, isn't it? Seike's not arguing. Risky challenge from Loa Alexandri. Alex Green was a little unlucky there, because she did win the ball. Pretty slick football. This first half has skipped along. Suddenly we've only got 2 minutes of it left. Standout double opportunity other end. Meanwhile, Brighton looking to take the lead as Bramer into Kirby. Who's a better finisher than that. Seike is Greenwood into Lauren Hemp. And look at Kasper I go. Hemp saw her go. Kasper I into Shaw. That is a brilliant goal. The craft. And then the deadly touch of you-know-who, Bunny Shaw. Nil right at the end of the first half. Look at Kasper I go here, and the weight of pass was perfect. Both, indeed, to her from Hemp in the first place. Just told you it was the best chances of this half coming right at the end of it. This as well, once upon a time. Vivianne Miedema gets this second half going. Player. Prolific in the last two of them. Playing their way out. Miedema, Hasegawa. Good ball. Flyover Fujino here. From a tight angle like that, see what happens. Kasper I, no one's at the far post. Losada under extreme pressure. It's going to fall here for Lauren Hemp, and that's a long way off. Determined to play their way out pretty much every time, but Miedema and co never them there. Even if that pass had gone back to Gooderberg. Anyone, never mind a player of her calibre. Soon scorer in Lauren Hemp. Scored in the 4-1 win over Brighton last term. Seike's offside here for Brighton. Through. That's a tight one. Who is cool on the ball and needs to be, especially with Miedema around. And Miedema's got it now, and Shaw's got it. That's a super block. That was in the way. They might both have got a piece of it, actually. He's just expecting ball in net here. It was Berg's fan to suspect Kadabali would have got the block in as well if needed. And straight into the action, Haley. That was sharp. And Paris. Hasegawa under pressure from Agumang. That's front foot defending that turns defence into attack. And here's one of the best attackers in the business, Miedema. Layoff from Nikita Paris, just slightly off point. Jess Park in that kind of Jess Park pocket. Player of the Year award, excuse me, Young Player of the Year award. Man United player on loan to Tottenham. Awkward cannon that for Fran Kirby. Such a crowded 6-yard box though. This is a risky game they play. Will they get caught out this time? Hemp. Miedema, and now Lauren Hemp. Got Torres Dottir one-on-one. It's turned into a decent cross, that for Fujino. And might have been a standing foot, you know. Fowler. Miedema. Shaw. And Miedema. It's the narrowest kind of lead. Done until the pass. Torres Dottir just keeps on coming back at the moment. The Brighton clearances are not finding Brighton. Kirby stealing in. Hasegawa doing likewise. just getting stretched. And speaking of stretching, it's another diving challenge from Naomi Lazelle. And he knew she was going that way. I think even Torresdottir did. Awkward header for both. Well, she was onside. There she was into Bergsveld. He's had a pocket pick by Hemp. Fowler trying to find the room to shoot. Oh dear. Did a chance to give themselves a cushion that surely would have been enough to see there yet, Manchester City. You squeeze like that enough times, you will win it, and you'll win it hard. Eight minutes and stoppage time. Brighton find a way back in. Aguiman with a challenge, and it's a foul one on Hasegawa. So they generally get given those. Be better off waiting to see if Hasegawa. Absolutely integral to what Manchester City do. And of course she's just given the ball away. Torresdottir to Hemp, who skips away. And she's got options to her left. Park, Rords there too. Yamashita knew that was hers from the moment it came off the boot. It was something. Hemp, after Park, did so well. Lauren Hemp, is this the moment? No! Simons wanted a free kick for the challenge. Looked like a fair enough one to me. Two shouts of shoot. We got 2 minutes of stoppage time to go. Here's Ficino. But even if it had been on target. But Fujino scored 20 goals in. Keep an eye on that for, well, probably 5 minutes or so, you'd think, left here. All in. Fujino rolling it forward for Fowler. The one she tends to turn in, actually. Almost old-fashioned in that regard. Hasegawa clipping it off target. They're still not. Been excellent, but still impressive things. Front foot against Everton. It's being able to run. They have got one more change. They really needed to do it. Clearly, you'd rather keep a player of her composure on the field. Hasegawa. Fowler. Job done. Home win for Manchester City. One goal enough, as it turned just before half-time. It was a hard-working game in which Hasegawa starred rather than the usual. Manchester City 1, Brighton 0.